Going from the old you to the new you, where now you're taking your treatment into consideration, you're more intentional about the things that you want to achieve, and you're getting some more clarity about how to do that. Especially in the beginning, don't get discouraged by how slow the progress is. This is the work of a lifetime, and it's something that is not just exclusive to people with ADHD. We all go through big changes in our life, especially after moments of profound self-discovery. So you're on the ride. Your past was not a mistake. Everything led you to this crossroads, to this milestone. You've been traveling all your life to get here, but now you are able to evaluate your path with intention and really take control of where you're going and how you get there. So remember this moment, and when you look back, you'll be able to see all of the progress that you've made since before you started making these changes. And that's really going to give you a positive boost, and it's those feelings that will really keep you moving forward. You'll be drawn forward by that internal sense of pride for everything that you've accomplished since the beginning of this journey. So the last thing before we move on from diagnosis is the question that most people will have when they find, when they learn that you're diagnosed with ADHD is they're going to want to know, what does this mean for me? And you're going to have to be in that moment very clear with them, because when you disclose that you have ADHD to someone, really what you're doing is saying, give me special consideration in a specific way, because I operate best in this particular way. I need such and such in order to be at my best for whatever it is that we're working on. So I mostly recommend not disclosing, but in those times when you do need to disclose things because you need special considerations because of your symptoms, it's important that you're clear with that person and tell them what this means for them. Usually, for most people, it means nothing. And in that case, I wouldn't disclose your ADHD diagnosis. So, where am I headed? Well, you're starting with four main principles for your foundation. These four fundamental tools to help you understand where you are now and where you want to be in the future. So the first one is attitude. Always keep your attitude positive. It's something that you can control. It's one of the few things in life you can control. And yeah, it's important. The next one is vision. Where are you headed? You need to have an idea that gets you excited about moving forward and actually taking action. Next is your treatment team, the crew on your boat that we were talking about before, people that you can be honest with and who will be honest with you. And then the last one is therapy and coaching. These are professionals who you actually pay to help you with either your past trauma and emotional issues, or with your accountability and achieving concrete real-world goals. So those are the foundations that you can control, that are kind of fundamental tools in a way as we get started on our journey. So throughout the treatment, you're going to encounter challenges and setbacks. So it's important to have a system to be able to be resilient and regain focus on your objective. I highly recommend this process. And it can be hard to remember 5 things, especially in the moment. But so let's just focus on number 1. Pause and breathe. Okay? Return to an awareness and sort of an objective observation of what you're feeling. Observe your circumstances and your reaction with equanimity. Don't judge what's going on. Just look at it. Pause. People with ADHD, we tend to be constantly going. Our thoughts are constantly going. It seems like things are always happening and we don't have a moment to just pause. But if you can give yourself permission to do that, that is what's going to relieve you of some of that pressure so that you can actually listen to what your inner self is asking for. Because whatever problem you're encountering, you know how to solve it. What's blocking you from solving it? Figure out what that is, and then it's easy to start thinking about, well, what could help me overcome that obstacle? And then you just have to go and do it. And it all starts with pausing and breathing. So that's the biggest takeaway from how to overcome challenges and setbacks and regain your focus when you encounter them.